This Xcode lesson will teach you how to do a web link. So you could link it to a web video or just a web page, any information. First thing you'll need to do is you have to have a multi-screen. On your second screen, you will want to create a new new file. And this will be a new Objective-C class. And you will want to base it off a view controller. You want to give this one a new name, Web Link View Controller. Okay. And you'll want to add it to your project and just put it in group tests, put it into test. Okay, so it'll go with the rest of your source code. And go ahead and click create. Now we'll just go to the screen that we want. Let's just move that right up to the top so we have more room. Oops. Okay. If it does something unexpectedly, you just hit Control-Z. When I drag this to this spot, it decided to resize it to the screen, so I didn't want that. Okay, so let's go down to a UIWebView. Drag it in, and we want to resize it for the whole screen except for the button. Let's add a constraint so that it works properly for iPhone 3.5 and iPhone 4 inch, and once you set that, it'll resize this edge. So add that constraint. Okay, let's move this so that it's alphabetical. All you have to do is drag it to where you want it. And here we want to add an IB outlet. And it's a UIWebView. And we'll just call it WebV. And we need brackets. And we need a semicolon. Okay, so now you'll need to hook up your IB outlet to this UIWebView. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to minimize this a little bit. You need to open up the .h and go back to the main storyboard. Okay, so you should have this open, and click on this UIWebView and go to the last tab, go to referencing outlets, and left click and drag until you get to the UIWebView. Okay, so now you have that hooked up. Now that that's hooked up, we can add some code. Now you'll want to add some code to this section. It's just one line of code. So WebV load request NS URL request request with URL, and then another one, last one, NS URL URL with string, and the location of the website. And this is whatever you want. I'm just filling in mine. And now we should be able to run it. Okay, and if I go to screen 2, it brings up my website. Okay, and we can just scroll around. And that's it for adding a web view into your